Hello and welcome to SAS video tutorial. Now we would be reading Spreadsheet Data. Our objective is to assign a library reference to a Microsoft Excel workbook using SAS access libname statement. We will access an Excel worksheet using a two-level name. We will create a SAS dataset using a subset of worksheet data. The scenario here is the sales manager has requested a report about Orient Star sales employees from Australia and United States. The input data is in Excel workbook. The data for this report is stored in an Excel workbook sales.xls. SAS Access lets you read Excel files as if they are SAS datasets. Let's examine the workbook. Notice the data for each country is on a separate tab. There are two date fields, each with a different Excel data format applied. Both SAS and Microsoft Office offer both 32-bit and 64-bit versions. Different SAS access engines are needed based on matching and non-matching numbers of bit, also known as bitness. If the bitness of the both product is the same, the default SAS access engine can be used. If not, the PC file server engine must be used. The name range might exist or might not exist depending on how the Excel worksheet were created. They are included here to show the difference between the name range and worksheet name. Once we submit the libname statement, we will be able to see the library using the SAS Explorer. Notice the difference in the icon. There is a globe on the drawer, meaning the data is outside of SAS. Any worksheet in the workbook will appear with a $sign at the end of the name. Also, if our worksheet has named ranges will also appear. Name ranges do not have the $sign. Instead of using the SAS Explorer, we can submit a proc content step to explore the library. So we are going to have to use something special to refer to the worksheet as if it's a dataset because of the special character in the name. SAS uses column names to create variable names. Embedded space in the column names are replaced with underscore. SAS Enterprise Guide uses the column name as variable name since it permits special character in variable names. Set the valid var name equals to v7 option in SAS Enterprise Guide to cause it to behave the same as SAS. Some fields are missing in proc contents output because Excel metadata is incomplete. Things to notice about the variables and attributes. The label are actually the column headings in Excel. The variable names are actually the labels with underscore for the space or any special character. The Excel dates got converted to SAS dates with the date 9 period format being used. SAS name literals. Because sheet names have the special character of the $sign, we are going to need to use a name literal. We will not to use the name literals on variable because SAS replaces any special character in Excel column names with an underscore. We will use the name literal when we refer to the Excel worksheet with a two-level name. See how it looks in proc print. I am using the Excel worksheet if it was a SAS dataset. Subsetting worksheet data. We can select a subset of the worksheet data by applying the criteria using where. Let's go ahead and submit this program. So following is the output. First, this is the description of the library. So the library reference is Orient X. The engine we used is PC files. We have the data sets Australia, Australia dollar, United States and United States dollar. And then we have the contents or the descriptive portion for every data set that was created from the Excel reference. And then we have printed the Excel data in our SAS environment. Then we have subsetted the data and also control the variables to be displayed. We will use the name literal when we refer to the Excel worksheet with a two-level name. See how it looks in proc print. I'm using the Excel workbook as if it was a SAS dataset. It is important that we deassociate the library reference when we are done using it. SAS puts a lock on the Excel file when the libref is assigned. We won't be able to open the file outside SAS without deassociating the libref. As we were accessing sales.xls file, let's go ahead and try to open that file because that file is being used with SAS as of now. This is the Excel file. Let's try to access it. So it says sales.xls cannot be opened. The file may be corrupted, located on a server that is not responding, or read only. So we cannot access an Excel file that is being used by SAS. And we can close this Excel file. We will go back to our program and we will deassociate the library ref. Now it has been deassociated. We can check the log. The libref orionx has been deassigned, and if we go to programming 1 and try to open the same file, it opens up. Let's close the file. Let's open the same program in enterprise guide. So let us comment this out as of now, control question mark. Let's execute. So this program has 3 proc steps and 1 libname statement. Let's check the log. If all the proc steps ran successfully, libref ran successfully, first proc contents ran successfully, second proc print ran successfully, but the third proc print did not run successfully, where it gave us the error because we did not use option valid var name equals to v7, which is a requirement for enterprise guide whenever we are accessing Excel spreadsheet. Let's go ahead and run this program as of now. We will replace all the previous log and results. Now the data is being printed. Now if we go ahead and check the logs, we do not find any error anywhere as it was there previously. Whenever we are referencing to an Excel worksheet, we should use the option valid var name equals to v7. Business scenario. Let's create a SAS data set using Microsoft Excel workbook as input. Considerations. We will use a SAS access libname statement to read Australia dollar worksheet and create a temporary data set. The new data set should include the following: only the employees with rep in their job title, a bonus variable that is 10% of salary, permanent label, and formats. So we are going to run this program in SAS windowing environment and check what happens. We just wanted the output of the data set and the content of the data set that was newly created by the name work.subset2. Let's go ahead and submit this program. This program has one data step where we are copying the data from Excel by referring to the Excel library and copying the data from the worksheet Australia to a temporary data set work.subset2, applying the label and the formats to the data set itself. Then we would be checking the descriptive portion of the data set work.subset2, and we will also print the data from work.subset2 along with the label option. And then we are going to clear the library. Let's go ahead and execute this program. When we execute this program, first when we see the content procedure, if we go there, so it gives us that in this data set that was referred from Excel has 6 variables and they have the format, in format, and labels. After that we have printed this data and we have printed work.subset2. So work.subset2 is the data that was copied from Excel worksheet Australia. Let's see if we have work.subset2. Yes, we do have it. Let's go ahead and check. And 27 we have Sku Roosley, and we will check if we have Sku Roosley at the 27th record in our data set as well. Yes, at 27 we have Sku Roosley, and this is the correct output.